Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about open versus closed chain exercises. So open chain exercises are more isolating for your muscle groups. Closed chain exercises use more joints and more muscles, so they're a bit more compound. Now, when it comes to open chain exercises, what you want to think about is three parts. You've got the limb that's moving, you've got your body, and then you've got the ground. So those 3 points. The limb that's moving is really the chain. So whether or not the end of the chain is fixed, that's an open chain. If it's on the ground, if the chain is connecting, let's say the legs of the chain, if it's connecting your body to the ground, it's closed. The chain is between your body and the ground. So that chain is enclosed on both ends. If I'm grabbing a dumbbell here and my body's here, the ground is there, but the chain is open on the other side, that's an open chain exercise when I do a lateral raise, for example. So when you decide on what exercises to do, you might want to put a mix in there, but especially if you feel like you want to do things which are more functional, closed chain exercises are what you want to go for. Now, if we're talking about specifically the shoulder muscles were actually designed to work more in a closed chain exercise. That's where they're a lot stronger in a closed chain versus an open chain. So you can imagine if I'm holding a coffee cup or if I'm grabbing something from behind the seat in my car, I can't really grab that much weight, even though yes, my shoulder muscles are working. And even in the overhead press, I can't lift that much weight. Compared to the shoulders in a closed chain exercise, it's using a lot more of your musculature, not just the shoulders, but also a bit of the chest, a bit of the triceps as well. So in that way, the shoulder muscles are actually a lot stronger and it's going to be able to lift a lot more weight. So the stimulus to your muscles are a lot more. For example, if I was to do something like a pike push-up, right, versus an overhead press, a pike push-up that I'm about to do is a closed chain exercise. For example, if I come down the ground here, get myself into this kind of downward dog position, this is a closed chain exercise. So you can see here, the limb is now between the ground and my body. So it's closed. On the far end, it's touching the ground. So it's stationary. The ground is stationary. So here, this is a closed chain exercise, right? So I'm going to be able to lift a big proportion of my body weight by doing that. Now, especially with a pike push-up, I can progress that by placing my feet on a elevated surface and then back into this position, coming down, just like that. And again, I'm able to work my shoulder muscles, put a lot more stimulus on my shoulder muscles by involving them in a closed chain exercise. And a further progression to that would be a handstand push-up. So I'm going to use the wall here, hands nice and wide, all the way up. Bring yourself down and up, just like that. So those three progressions, once you've developed strength on the pike push-up, then you can elevate your feet on the surface and then you can go to a wall where you can perform handstand push-ups and then eventually just completely off the wall, completely stabilized with your own muscles. So think about these open chain versus closed chain exercises, especially if you feel like you want to develop some more functionality and complete stability. That's what closed chain exercises are going to give you, because they require any kind of movement at one joint requires movement at the others. So this pattern of, okay, I'm going to activate certain muscles, it requires activation of the others. It's like an actual chain. So in closed chain exercises, that's what we're targeting. So give that a go, guys, and see you guys next time.